Hello and welcome to Lemon Drops and Lap Dances. I'm your host, Lori, also known as Hypnotic. Everything I know about how to succeed in love, life, and business I learned while working in a strip club. And on this show, I tell it all. Join me as we dip our toes into hustle and club culture and learn how to win at life while we're at it. Let's get started. Yo, welcome to the Lemon Drops and Lap Dances podcast. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm Lori, aka Hypnotic, and I appreciate you joining me for week 6. This is so dope, right? Like when I started this thing, I'm like, all right, I can probably do it, maybe. But did I expect to get to week 6? No, I'm being completely honest, no. But we have 2 weeks of shows left before the end of the season, and I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of sad about it because I look forward to coming up with ideas for content and typing out my notes and like listening to different things and reading different things, and this really has grown me as a person. So if I'm being completely honest and putting it out there, I want to do this full time. Like, yes. And not work for somebody else again. Like, this is really what I want to do. And I don't know what that looks like or how even to do something like that, but I want this to be my work. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Just my podcast is my job. So, anyway, how are you all? I hope that you had a good week. Did you have a good week? I hope that you did. I pray that your week and the life events that happened to you were nothing short of amazing, incredible even. Honestly, I wish that for you every day. I wish for you, I hope for you, I believe for you an incredible life experience. You have somebody rooting for you. You don't even know. And I just want nothing but the best for you. For me, let's see. I had a great week. I got to do some training on an internship that I happened upon, and I celebrated my son turning 14. Oh my goodness, my son is 14. And for Halloween, we had a lot of fun for Halloween. My family dressed up as Loki. Family of 6. There's 6 of us. So we dressed up as Loki variants. Pictures of that are on IG. I believe the link might be in the show notes, but you should be following me already on both at Lemon Drops and Lap Dances and at the period Lori, Lori, period, Renee, Rene on IG. So y'all already following me, so y'all know, y'all saw them pictures, right? My husband, he actually dressed up. So he had the variant outfit. He was going to be the actual Loki variant from the show. I don't know if you guys saw it on Disney Plus, but we're huge Marvel fans. And so that was something that my 8-year-old son, he came up with the idea, and I was like, that's a great idea. So we made it happen. So yeah, it was fun. And our neighbors, our neighborhood, everybody really appreciated it and enjoyed it. And yeah, so it was fun. Yeah, all right. So let's get into this week's show. I'm going to say it as I do every week. This is probably not going to be very long because I am drowning in homework and life responsibilities. And this is just kind of a little break from all of that to do this. And so I really have to get back to doing real life things outside of this podcast. So I'm going to try and keep this super short this week. So I am what I am. That is what the name of the title is of this episode. I am what I am. So in the mornings, before I head into work, or after I drop the kids off and run at school and run some errands, I listen to audiobooks via Audible. And I found a book that had an intriguing title, and I bought it. So the book is called, because I'm still listening to it, Bamboozled by Jesus. And I saw the title, and it just, it made me chuckle because I'm like, yeah, I could get behind that. And it's a great story so far. The book is written by Yvonne Orji. and she is one of the main characters on the show Insecure. And I have not watched Insecure yet, but because I'm reading her book, it has made me want to watch the show. That, and I heard about Asian May on there, so I definitely want to check that out. Yeah, so I'm reading the book, and it's been such an awesome listen, read, whatever you want to call it. It's just full of good, lighthearted wisdom and nuggets, and I just feel like Yvonne's my best friend. And yeah, she's just amazing. And the way that she puts some things into perspective. And yes, she is a Christian. So go into that knowing that this book is going to mention the Bible and all that kind of stuff. But it's not like written in a T.D. Jakes theology kind of way where you're going to be like listening to it and not know what's going on. It's not written in a way that you have to have a MDiv to know what's going on. It's very, like I said, lighthearted, down to earth, realness, and it's very relatable, which is another thing I love about that book. So totally random book pick, just based on the title. And I've found a diamond in the rough. So yeah, so that's kind of where the name of this comes from. There's a chapter titled, I Am What I Am. And I was like, yep, that's it. I told y'all I find inspiration in random places. So thanks to Yvonne for that. Something about me that I don't know if I've mentioned before, can't remember, maybe I have, but I've been having a hard time reconciling that this life that I'm living is the one that I think I deserve. I've never said that out loud. I've never told anybody that. I've kind of struggled with that by myself. I don't even think I've mentioned it in like therapy or anything. Just like, I just had a hard time reconciling that this is the life that I deserve. I find myself that I'm often thinking that I don't deserve the things that I have. Like, I drive a Jag. I grew up in the projects and I was homeless. I was homeless, like broke, no food, nowhere to sleep, nothing, just me, my person, my body, and the clothes I had on my body. Like, I went from that to owning houses and traveling the world and buying a Jaguar myself. Like, these are things that I'm just like, what? Who is this? And whose life is this? Like, who is this? So, yeah, I have a hard time reconciling that. And I find myself often thinking that I don't deserve the things that I have. But then I realize that if I didn't deserve them, I wouldn't have them. They're blessings, they're miracles, they're things that God has given to me that He's telling me that I can have. And I just have a really hard time sometimes, like, for real, this is for me? Like me, little me? Impostor syndrome is real, y'all. It is. And I have been so crippled by this thing, and I've experienced it more than I care to admit. And if I'm being completely transparent, it has crippled me from doing some pretty dope things that would have completely changed my life. I could probably be a bazillionaire by now if I would have taken the necessary steps of faith and put myself out there and done and made some different kind of relationship choices and not been so wary of people and their intentions when some people are truly genuine and they really want to help you. But I was jaded by my past experiences, so I didn't seize those opportunities. And seriously, if I told you half of the stuff that I could have done, but I didn't do, even you would be like, you are a big freaking dummy. Like, for real, like it would blow your mind. All this to say, like, while I feel inadequate at times, I don't live there. Inadequacy and feeling like you don't deserve or less than is a normal and natural feeling that we need to process and move forward from. Sometimes it's yearly, sometimes it's monthly, sometimes it's daily, and sometimes it's just moment by moment, breath by breath. We have to be able to process those things and move forward from it. And I know it's easier said than done for some of us. For some of us, we have to do the work. We have to do the therapy. We have to do the work to get there. And I still do the work constantly. I am a work in progress. So trust me when I say I understand. I truly 100% understand. I do. I get it. Like a case in point. When I had my daughter, Jane, I always felt like I was going to do something wrong and that someone was going to come take her from me. If you remember in the beginning stages of this thing, I told you the story about my son. I had PTSD from the past. And I didn't feel like I deserved my daughter. So when I say I understand some things, I really do understand some things. But I had to realize and recognize and do the work that I needed to do to remember and recognize that my life in the present moment was different from my past. Even though I'm still the same girl, I'm still hypnotic deep down inside. Like, I'm just evolved hypnotic. There's hypnotic from the club, and then there's Lori, the evolved version of hypnotic. And it's the past. The past is the past, but I am who I am regardless. This podcast, in and of itself, is a homage to the past that I've lived. It's a telling of the girl that I used to be. In a way, I'm still here. I am who I am. I just move different. I see things differently. I've got a little life experience under these 38 years, and I'm turning out to be okay. It's turning out okay. I am who I am. By the grace of God, I am who I am, and that's all right. I just want to say, guys, it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to want to grow into someone else. It's your decision, your life. You can stay exactly as you are, and that's fine. You can want to be better, and that's okay too. It's your decision, your life. When you die and go to heaven, God ain't going to ask you about nobody but yourself. Thanks, TikTok. It's true though. Even though it's meant as satire and a joke and people are just saying mind your business, it's true. You are responsible for nobody but you and your actions, your person. So focus on you. I know as wives, moms, husbands, brothers, sisters, friends, fathers, uncles, cousins, as a person, you have all these different responsibilities. And that's hard. Right now, I'm trying to keep it together while my 2 kids are downstairs, knowing that I'm recording this podcast and knowing that I told them to be quiet. I can hear them. I can hear them. And I'm just okay, I'm going to keep it together. I'm going to keep recording and it'll be fine. So I know that it's hard to just focus on yourself and focus on you, but you have to. You have to make the space for you in your life. I hope that makes sense when I say it. You have to make the space for you in your life. And I know that there's this huge thing about self-care and this and that. Yes, self-care is great. I relish self-care. It's one of my favorite things. But I just want you to hear what I'm saying. You have to make space for you in your life. We have space for our significant others. We have space for our children. We have space for our work. We have space for our extracurricular activities, whatever that looks like. But please make space for yourself. We have to process the things that are happening to us. We have to be able to feel things and do things. And I just need you guys to make space for yourself. Focus on being better than you were yesterday and be grateful that you are who you are. That takes time too, to be thankful for being who you are. I know I wasn't thankful for myself when I was homeless, when I was doing all the dumb crap that I shouldn't have been doing, when I ended up a teenage mom and all the things. I wasn't grateful for who I was. I wasn't grateful for that. I didn't know how to be grateful for that. But now that I'm older and a little wiser, maybe like a smidge, I can look back and see that even though I went through all those things, I'm still me, and I'm grateful for that. I didn't change too much. Be grateful that you are who you are. Uniquely, your beautiful, badass self. Yeah, we all are. And with that, I just want to thank you so much again for taking the time to listen to my podcast. And as always, follow me on the socials and hit the inbox to work with me so that I can fulfill my dream of being a full-time podcaster and doing this just from anywhere in the world, wherever we're stationed, and just have fun. Like, I just think about it and I get goosebumps because I really want to do it. Anyway, see you guys next week, week 7. And this is Hypnotic signing out. Peace, guys. Hi, friends. I just want to thank you so much for listening. Please tune in every week on Friday to discover more tried and tested insider tips for getting better at life, love, and business. Until our next episode, you can connect with me on Instagram at Lemon Drops and Lap Dances. And please don't forget to leave a rating and subscribe to our show wherever you like to get your podcast. I'm going to see you next week. And this is Hypnotic saying goodbye for now.